Hi, Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. Today we're a couple of 100 yards away from our house. We're in one of the fields around here and we're doing a wee bit of field walking. As it's nearly Burns night, we're going to take a wee look at the life of Burns. And one of the things that you may or may not know about Burns, among his many other talents, he was a farmer and quite famously known for being a ploughman. As always, a huge thanks to everyone for watching the videos, for commenting on the videos, for liking the videos and for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do subscribe to the channel. Also a huge thanks to everybody for your support through Etsy and through Ko-fi. It means the world to us. Ah!
Can you see it?
I think I can. I think I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little sweep across the ground there, and then everyone else can have a wee bit of a look, see if they can see what it is that Nicole's found. Okay, now, so was that seen? Now, I could be completely wrong. I'm going to be so embarrassed if I'm wrong, but I believe this is what you were...
It is.
What you'd found?
It is.
Now, is that a pipe stem?
It is.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
It's so cool, yeah. We just stepped on the field.
Yeah,
So-
we've literally been here about sort of like, well, 20, well, actually I can tell by looking at the timer on the camera, we've been here for 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
Okay.
And we found that. That's really awesome.
I'm going to go pick it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pick it up now.
Cool.
Oh. I'll hold it in the sun. It's got ice on it,
It
as
does,
you
yeah.
can see.
Okay, so yeah, you can see it now. A wee bit of ice on that.
Yay.
Try and take a closer look.
Oops.
Yeah, and as luck would have it, it's out of focus again. That's better. Oh, that's really cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'd missed it because of the shape. Now that must have been because of that ice.
Yeah.
Just making it look odd. So, that's very cool then, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
We never find these things.
No.
We're here a couple of minutes and we
Yeah.
found one.
I'm just looking to see if there's any marks on it, but there aren't any marks on it. But what a cool find.
I reckon just a simple field worker's pipe.
Probably, yeah. Filled with one-off tobacco and then chucked away.
Maybe.
And now we found it.
That's awesome. So we're just on the edge of the field. Let's go see what we can find.
Yeah.
Now I think I've just found another one of these things that Nicole just found. But a much smaller piece.
Oh.
Now I could be wrong. But I'll just pick that up and see if it is.
Well, I also found
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's really cool.
and I just found this one.
Okay, that's really awesome then.
Yeah. The field of clay pipes.
Yeah, we found a field full of clay pipes.
Yeah. Think we find a bowl as well?
Let's see.
Oop.
It's shiny, but it's a nice wee bit of brown glazed
Yeah,
pottery.
it
And an
is.
interesting shape, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's quite. Oh, look, it's white on the inside.
Yeah.
That's quite nice. We'll take that.
Okie dokes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get along.
Yeah.
Try and get into the sun.
Yeah. That's awesome. We've just arrived really and we found 3 clay pipe stems already, but I want to get over there where it's a little bit sunnier.
Yeah. That's where the sunshine is. Yeah, they do. And there's enough straw in here as well.
Yeah.
There's a couple of pieces of glass lying around.
Alright.
Here's one of the tips. If you find glass in a field, it will not be frosted. So it's
No.
always going to be shiny.
Yeah, and quite relatively sharp, I
Yeah.
imagine.
So I mean, we can do stuff with the clay pipe stems, but this glass, I don't think we can we?
No,
Okay.
no. Because we don't alter our glass or anything like that. So we'll take it along and show you in the roundup what we found. But yeah, it's not really suitable for jewellery, but you can always display it in a little bowl.
Yeah, so it's a bit too sharp for jewellery, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is, yeah. It's nothing like sea glass. It's a cool find though.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
And those pipe stems.
Yeah.
Lots of quartz in this field as well, I'm noticing.
Yeah, they're really white.
Yeah. I think one of the other things I've noticed is that if you're in a field like this, you need to keep moving, because otherwise your wellies they collect the field basically.
Maybe I'll get a bit taller.
This foot now weighs about twice as much as it used to. So it's good exercise for the legs.
Yep. It's very clean.
It is very clay, yeah. Yeah, it's really clinging in. Just seen a little bit of shiny.
Oh, nice.
I think that's got to be glass in here.
Might it be ice?
It could be ice. It's ice. Okay, yeah.
Ice.
I found ice. I discovered ice. Any ice collectors around?
It's really quite difficult to walk. The feet are getting heavy. I feel like, you know, one of these diver suits. Where you
Yeah. We just don't need to be weighed down here. Just to give you an idea how bad it is.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as I said before, it's a wee bit of exercise, a wee bit of weight training here.
It is, yeah, it certainly is, yeah.
Okay. Or the shiny glass.
Oh.
Quite an interesting shade, this one. So I can hear Nicole laughing as she gathers half the field up around her Wellingtons.
It's
It's getting pretty bad. I think we need to take a wee break along the edge and then see what we found. But what do you make of that? This is quite hilarious now. We're really putting on lots of weight around her feet.
Yeah, not better there than anywhere else.
Yeah. Is that ceramic or glass? It's
No.
kind of opaque?
Yeah, it's glass, but it's thick glass.
Thick glass.
Yeah, because it's been in the ground and it's all glass, and the iron content, as far as I know, starts to deteriorate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So this is like, well, it's not oxidization, but if this was metal, that would be rust.
Yeah, but it kind of is almost like oxidization, but it's in glass, so that means that the surface goes kind of milky.
Alright, that's very cool.
Yeah.
It's really nice because it looks kind of bluish.
It does, it looks like opalescent glass, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I think we'll need to take a photograph of that one just to get a clearer idea of the shades that we're just describing there.
Yeah.
Hard to see in this light.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, let's get on, let's see what we can find.
Really love the clay pipes then.
Yeah, that's a really cool find for us.
Yeah.
We're really mounting up now. Well, I don't think we'll come anywhere near close the kind of finds that London mudlarkers get in the Thames. But you know, 3 in one day for us is unique. As Scotland celebrates the birth of Robert Burns on the 25th of January, and we're in a newly ploughed field today, more about the connection later, I thought I'd say a wee bit about the Scottish bard and one of his poems, which is a particular favourite of mine. Robert Burns began his life in very humble conditions. He was the first child of Agnes and William Burns, who were tenant farmers who, at that time, dwelled in Ayrshire, on the west coast of Scotland. Burns' father built the farm's cottage in 1757, and that was just 2 years before Robert was born in this house, and where he would spend the first 7 years of his life. Though it may look like a relatively large cottage, it has to be said that more than half of it was devoted to farming. The family's dwellings consisted of only 2 small rooms, while the larger part of the building housed a barn and a byre. A byre is a cowshed. William's lack of success as a tenant farmer meant that Burns and his family moved from one farm tenancy to another on a number of occasions during his life. The humble home here in Ayrshire gives a strong sense of the conditions in which Burns spent much of his life. Born into a family for whom fortune fell short of want, Burns' life was filled with hardships and poor living conditions that weakened his heart and that would guarantee his short life. Robert Burns' life has earned him a well-deserved reputation for being a man who enjoyed friendship, wine and song. Burns' life was also one of constant financial worry. Like his father, Burns never managed to better his circumstances working as a tenant farmer. Thankfully, Burns met more success as a poet than he did as a farmer. Encouraged by his friends and in desperate need of finances, Burns had several of his poems published in a journal. His publisher was impressed enough with the works printed that he encouraged Burns to print his first volume of poetry, and this is generally known as the Kilmarnock collection, and it was published in April 1786. Burns' poetry reflects his passion for Scots language, a language that was slowly being replaced by English since 1603. By 1786, Burns' commitment to Scots language and his choice to address subjects important to his sense of humanity and justice set him apart from his contemporaries. The Kilmarnock volume, actually entitled Poems Chiefly in the Scottish Dialect, was met with high praise, and he was encouraged to travel to Scotland's capital city Edinburgh to further his career, which, only 7 months after the publication of his Kilmarnock collection, he promptly did. Burns found a great deal of success in Edinburgh, though his lifestyle and his fondness for women meant that when he returned to his wife and children in Dumfries in 1788, his finances were still a subject of great concern for him. With no experience aside from farming to fall back on, Burns took up tenancy on a farm in Dumfries. Perhaps fearing that he would fail in farming, Burns rather ironically went on to become an exciseman as a customs and tax collection officer, often at the forefront of stopping smugglers. It was not a popular profession, and excisemen were commonly placed in the path of conflict. The pistols he carried to enforce the law and protect himself are still on display in the newer National Trust Burns Museum in Ayrshire today. Burns continued to produce poetry and music whilst working as an exciseman, and for the first time in his life he found some comfort in his finances. Burns continued to work as an exciseman until his death in 1796, at only 37 years old. Today, his passion and compassion are celebrated each January the 25th, when very many people across the world celebrate the bard with a meal of haggis, tatties and neeps. Some still recount his poem, addressed to a haggis, which has become an annual tradition. As we've come from a freshly ploughed field, my mind is drawn to a different poem of Burns, and it's one that reveals much about the man that Robert Burns was and is to many people around the world today. To a moose, on turning up her nest with a plough, November 1785. Wee sleekit cour and timorous beastie, oh what a panic's in thy breastie, they needna start a wa sae hasty wi' bicker and brattle. I would be laith to run and chase thee wi' murder and pattle. I'm truly sorry man's dominion has broken nature's social union, and justifies that ill opinion which makes thee startle at me, thy poor earth-born companion and fellow mortal. I doubt no wiles, but thou may thieve. What then, poor beastie, thou mun live? A day my icker and a thrave sae sma request, I'll get a blessing with the lathe and never missed. Thy wee bit hoosie too and ruin, it's silly where the winds are strewin', and naething now to big a newin' o' Foggett Green, and bleak December's winds ensuing, baith snell and keen. Thou saw the fields laid bare and waste, a weary winter coming fast, and cosy here beneath the blast thou thought to dwell, till crash the cruel couter passed out through thy cell. That wee bit heap o' leaves and stibble has cost thee mony a weary nibble, now thou's turned out for all thy trouble. But house or hold, to thou the winter's sleepy dribble and cranach cold. But Moosie, thou art no thy lane, and proven foresight may be vain. The best laid schemes o' mice and men gang aftergley, and lay us naught but grief and pain for promised joy. Still, thou art blessed compared with me, the present only toucheth thee, but och, I backwards cast my e'e on prospects drear, and forward though I cannot see, I guess in fear. Okay, so I'm just going to go and meet Nicole. She's just behind me over here. Nicole just found something.
Yep.
It's getting hard work walking through here, I tell you.
It's really funny.
Nicole's just moved round to the other side so that we can see her, and the sun's shining her back. All right, yeah, see there's a clay thing there. Is that?
Yeah, it looks like a handle of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a closer look.
Okay, yeah. You wonder why Nicole's laughing.
I seem to be sinking in.
We're turning into mud men. Okay.
Oh. Well, it looks like some sort of foot.
Oh.
Maybe like a lion's foot of a bull or something?
Yeah.
How cute. If it's that way around, I'm not sure. It could be the other way around.
Okay, so you think this might be some kind of decoration that adorned a bowl or something like that, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I've held it the other way around now and I can see the little paws. It's like a paw. Can you
Okay.
see it?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's like a lion's paw. That's cool.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Well
That's
then,
cute.
let's go try and clear our feet. So we're heading towards the edge of the field here, but I've just seen this. This has got to be sort of like a wee cow bone or something.
Alright.
Wee bit of bone there. It looks quite old.
Yeah.
I think we'll leave that to nourish the field
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
with a bit of nitrogen. Can you see if is that some kind of crystalline object or is that ice?
It's a bit of quartz.
It looks like quartz. It's very glassy, very nice, clear quartz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah. I don't know what it does in this field. Maybe we've got a quartz line somewhere here because there's a lot of it here.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
How strange.
Now what's that over there? That looks manufactured to me, but I think it's just a broken stone. It looks almost red. This piece right here.
I don't know, but I'll pick up this clay stain.
Oh wow, that's the fourth clay pipe stem. Let's pop that down there. And that one's a really thick one as well.
Yeah, maybe it's closer to the mouthpiece. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. So I think we've basically found what, four. That's four now, and they're
Yeah.
all different thicknesses, pretty much.
Yeah. We'll have a look at them when we clean them up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all different, and I think that's more than we found in about 10 years of beachcombing.
Yeah, we've trumped ourselves now in less than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's very cool. That's like pipe stem number 5 for today,
Yep.
which, as you said earlier, is more than we've found in like 10 years looking around.
It certainly is. Yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man, let's get going. The sun's heading down now. No, that's a bit of wood. What do you find?
It's a horseshoe.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I thought about that. I wondered if we'd find something like that in the field.
Yeah.
I'm going to come swinging around the other side of you to try and get the light in the right position.
All right.
Oh, I'm sinking through the ground, folks. This is quite funny. This is good fun.
This is fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yay. Good luck, Han.
Yeah.
I guess we'll take that, huh?
Oh, we have to take that.
Yeah.
Absolutely have to take that.
That's
You
really
can't leave luck like that behind.
No, you can't.
I think that's going to hang up on our hut.
Yeah, I think
on
that's
our
a
wee
good
shed.
idea. Yeah. That's really cool.
That's better. We have some light on you. That is very cool.
Yeah, no idea how old it is and how to date a horseshoe, but
No, I think the fact that it's in this field, well, there are horse stables
yeah.
quite nearby here, well, maybe half a mile or so away. So I don't know if the horses come through here or if that's a really old one. Maybe that plough horse.
Maybe, yeah, from that farmer.
Yeah. Just seen a piece of ceramic at the corner of my eye. It looks very clean. Yeah, it looks very shiny, very clean. Quite fine. No visible markings. And maybe leave that for now. Quite sharp. Oh,
Just see the word clay pipe stem.
okay, I don't know if you heard that. That's Nicole finding yet another clay pipe stem. I think we'll definitely have to have a look at these all side by side in a photograph or something.
Yep.
So, here's another wee bit of pottery. It's very similar to the piece that we just saw. If I can get the camera, there we go. Very nice. Nice wee piece of blue patterned pottery here. It's very thin, very fine. Do you know, I think that's been chipped. Okay, so that wee bit of blue pottery that I just found, I think that's basically a chip, isn't it? It looks like it's been just sliced off the top of a plate.
Yeah, I think it's just like the glaze basically.
Yeah.
Taken off. It's really, really thin.
I've just found a nice bit.
It's a very nice piece, yeah. I found another couple of pieces and they've got patterns on it.
Okay.
If you want to have a look.
Yes, some really nice wee bits there, and some of that glass is really lovely as well. Some contoured piece there.
Yeah.
Maybe a wee goblet or something like that.
Oh, this piece here,
Yeah.
yeah. It reminded me of a kind of shipment paste, but I'm not
Okay.
sure. Could be that. And this looks like the bottom of a little bottle.
Yeah, maybe like a wee perfume bottle or something.
Yeah, or a utility bottle, and then a couple of nice pieces of blue pottery. We'll see if we can maybe do something with the pottery.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still determined to get over to this wall
All right.
that we've been marching slowly towards, hampered slightly by feet that weigh 4 times now what they did when we left the house. Let's see if we can get there. You try to shake the mud off your feet. It's a losing battle, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's not working because it's clay.
Yeah.
It's just really heavy.
We'll have a look at that when we get along to the wall, I think.
Yeah.
And maybe try and get that cleaned up. I'm just as bad. Oh, now it's this. Oh, have I found more ice? I think I found more ice. Is this more ice? Oh. Oh no. It's a piece of pottery, but it is completely covered in ice on the other side. Pick that up, have a look. That's this. I think there's some. Oops. Oh, of course I've thrown it away. Wondering if that's another piece of the same thing. You know, it looks a bit like shale actually, rather than pottery.
Yeah. It's very pretty with the ice. Let's hold it against the light. It's really pretty.
Yeah, the light's fading fast, but let's see if we can get that.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh well, I'll tell you what though, the sun's lovely.
Yeah.
So I just found this piece, just picked it up, and as you can see just alongside it here, this is just a wafer thin piece. It's basically just, as Nicole was saying earlier, the glaze has separated from the pottery and come off.
Ah, that's interesting.
Very cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now you found something. Do you want to maybe pop it down on this little show stand we have here?
I will. Ta-da!
Oh, what could it be?
What could it be? It's a clay pipe stem.
Do you know, I'm beginning to worry about that ploughman.
He's a heavy smoker. Huh?
He's going through a lot of pipes.
Yeah, but you know, clay pipes have been around since the 1600s, so.
Yeah. You think that maybe more than one smoker was involved?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's hope so. Oh. Did you just find another clay pipe?
No, found a piece of pink glass.
So, I just saw this glinting piece of glass. It looked very, very heavy, so I thought I'd take a closer look. Hope you can see that. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's very shiny. Typical of the kind of things that we're going to find in fields. Let's see if we can pick it up. It's so thick though. Yeah, this one has a really odd shape.
Yeah, it's like a heart.
Yeah, if I turn it this way.
That's pretty.
There we go, it's a field heart. It's the heart of the field.
Between that and the horseshoe.
Yeah. Luck and love. Oh yeah, it's blue glass.
Yay!
That's very cool.
Who
So we're
doesn't?
walking very slowly because, as you can see here, the feet have clumped right up. Now let's see. Now that's quite unusual. Is that the first piece of blue glass we found in this field?
Certainly is, yeah.
That's very cool. Do you want to grab that? We'll have a look.
Uh-huh. Oh, look. It's very nice.
It is. Nice colour.
Who doesn't like blue glass?
What's not to like, huh?
Colour of the ocean in a field.
Yeah.
Tried to get some of the mud off, but it's pointless.
It's far too clay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's good fun. A bit of fun.
It is, yeah. It definitely is.
Well, that's the sun down below the horizon now, so it won't be long before we're out here. It's getting very cold. It's been cold for quite a while, as you can see. If you look at the ice on the ground here.
So, a little stroll around the field, and my shoes weigh about 2 kilos now.
Yeah.
But the result, I found another clay pipe stem.
How many is that now? Are you keeping count?
7?
7, that's... well, that really is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. A couple of other things, really cool.
Yeah, we'll have a wee look at them when we get back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should get back now, it's getting cold.
Yeah, it has gotten cold, as we can see from the ice in the fields there. And as I can feel from my tingling toes.
Yeah, I can't feel my toes.
No, okay, let's get back then and we'll get you get your toes warmed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Struggling there. Your boots look really, really heavy.
Yeah. Tell you something, this is workout and it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, yeah. Walk through a field, folks. Take about 3 or 4 kilos back with you on your feet.
Ah, yeah, I hope I lose 3 or 4 kilos.
Well, we'll see. I think the faster you move, the less the dirt clings to your shoes. So I'm going to try and... yeah, I've noticed that if you stand still, you sink in, and then when you pull your foot back out, you really are carrying a large slab of ground. So just heading back along now. Always keeping our eyes on the ground. Nicole's just found one a few yards behind me, and I've just found this one here. And yeah, it's another nice wee bit of pipes now.
That's a very cool find.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
So cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a real day for these today, hasn't it?
That's fantastic.
It's a really special day for us.
Yeah, we definitely have to come back here.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find something else. I don't know, but I mean, I'm very happy with the clay pipe stems.
Yeah, and it literally is just like in a minute from our house, basically.
Yeah,
A couple of minutes walk.
That's very good.
So cool.
And another clay pipe stem.
Yeah, and we just had to edit that because Nicole nearly fell over. Her feet are so heavy.
And yeah, I dare say it's the last one.
Yeah, I think that's probably the last one for today.
Yeah. Oh, look, that's cute.
Okay, so you might notice if things are a little shaky just now. That's because the battery in the gimbal has just died.
Yeah.
But just as it was dying, Nicole found something really sweet.
Yep, I'm gonna go pick it up. And what it is, it's a little Victorian medicine ball.
Okay, very cute.
Yeah.
We'll get the muck out of that.
Uh-huh.
We'll get the muck off our boots. And we'll try and get some feeling back in our toes, eh?
Yeah, let's get on.
Okay, let's do that then.
We've been field larking and we heard about Burns's Ode to the Moose, and I'm going to make a couple of pieces of jewellery with sea glass and a little mouse. So I'm going to make a couple of pairs of blue earrings with a little mousey, and I'm also going to make a bracelet that also has a little mousey, and there'll be a couple of pendants that also feature a little timorous beastie, the mouse. Let's get started. So I've sorted and paired the sea glass already, and I've also pre-drilled it. If you don't know how to drill sea glass, then you can check out our how to drill sea glass video. It's a really good guide for beginners if you're not really sure where to start. I have double drilled these pieces of sea glass. You can see that there's a drill hole on the top and in the middle on the bottom, because I want to hang these pieces of sea glass from the top from a pair of studs, and I want to have the little mouse dangling on the bottom, so they're long dangly earrings. Okay, that's the earrings made. So we have these two pieces of sea glass. I've chosen two pieces that have striation lines on them. That means that the sea glass was trapped between rocks and eventually it kind of freed itself through the tides. And there's a little line here on the front, and there's also a couple of grains of sand stuck in them. I think it's a lovely feature for sea glass. And we have the little flower studs, and we have the tiny little mouse charms on the bottom here. So that's all sterling silver. They'll be in our Etsy shop. Now I'm going to make a bracelet, and I'm going to make this from scratch. So this is a chain, and we'll need to cut the chain. I think I'm going to leave it 8 inches and then you can choose if you want it a little bit smaller, and I can cut it and make it smaller. So we're just going to measure the length. Don't need to cut it. Now I've got pieces of sea glass in the shades of blue. I've chosen different shades. There's 2 cobalt blue, and there's a couple of darker shades, sky blue and a little petrol blue, just to give it a bit more variation. Okay, that's the beals fitted, and we want to space the pendants out equally. So what I find is best to do is sort of start from the middle and then work your way to either side and count the lengths just to have it spaced equally. Now here is again my trusty jump ring opener. We've made a video about what it is and how to use it, and in this video we also put a link down in the description. It's to Amazon. We are affiliated with Amazon. That means that if you do go and buy through the link, we'll maybe get 1 pence or something. So, but we put it there so you know what it is and where to get it. There we go. We've got a pair of earrings and we've got a bracelet, and we'll have these 3 pendants as well. I'm going to finish these and then take photos and put them up on our Etsy shop. We did really well in the field just behind the house, and I wanted to show you the pieces that we found in a little bit more detail now that they've been cleaned. So what did we find? This one's particularly nice. It's got the little pagoda from the blue willow pattern on it. I'm gonna try and smooth this a little bit with the drill, just to see if you can make anything out of field finds, because like this, it's just a little bit too sharp to wear as a piece of jewellery. Also found this little lion's foot, and I can see now is there's the paw there, and this piece that is actually the face of the lion, and we'll take a closer picture so you can see that better. We also found some sick glass. Now this piece is very thick, and you can really see how it looks white and has a kind of bluish hue, and this is the piece that we had in the close-up. This is kind of bluish here just on the edge, and if you were to look through them, they are actually green glass, and this has also got a little bit of a kind of sheen here. This chunky piece. It basically it deteriorates due to having been in the ground for such a long time, and the glass reacts with the minerals in the soil, and some bits of the glass get kind of leached out over time. And you can also find this in sea glass. So that's an example of sick glass. I hope you can actually see what it is. And it's the side and the bottom of a bottle. Imagine this was connected. That would be like a kind of a cut through a bottle. That's what you see, and this is why these are so kind of heart shaped. So you can just imagine the bottom would go up here. We found these clay pipe stems. I'm really excited to have found these because, as you know, they are really, really rare finds for us to find on our Scottish beaches. It's amazing, and they're all different kind of size. There's some that are a little bit thicker. I'll just put these in my hand and you can see them. They're really cute. So these are obviously closer to where the bowl would have been. These thinner ones are a little bit newer, so they might be like from the 1920s. So I think we've got a really good array and selection here of clay pipe stems. And watch this space, we're going to make something with these in a few weeks' time. Thanks so much for liking, subscribing and commenting, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment. See you next week, Friday 7 PM GMT time.
So what you got? Oh, okay. Right, now this is dead now.